The picture you're seeing on your screen is the winner of the International Photography Contest for the Animal Portrait category. It was won by Susanna Camargo, and it's a picture of a bonobo protecting a baby mongoose. This bonobo is a part of the great ape family, and that family has 98% of our own DNA in their makeup. That means that they can express actions like us, and not only that, they have feelings like us. They have feelings of compassion. And that's what I want to talk about today. Compassion. This bonobo is holding a baby mongoose, which the photographer said ultimately it released it unharmed. It was just caring for that little animal. It had compassion for the animal. Compassion is a strange word. In the Greek, it was used to speak in Matthew chapter 15, verse 32. Now Jesus called his disciples to himself and said, I have compassion on the multitude because they have now continued with me 3 days and have nothing to eat. And I do not want to send them away hungry, lest they faint on the way. Compassion. But that's not exactly the right word. The Greek word conveys something with it different than that. A little bit different. The Greeks believed that the emotion and love was centered in the bowels or in the entrails. And literally, this word in the Greek means he was stirred to the bowels. He was moved. He was just so set up to respond to these people. And he did that, and it's in the Synoptic Gospels and other places where he talked about that, for that idea of compassion, but more than compassion, for the sick, the hungry, the poor, the oppressed. That's Jesus demonstrating bowels that are moved because he saw the needs of people. He saw the needs of those that surrounded him. I think it's important to know that in the Strong's Concordance, if you look at this word, it confirms what I'm saying here, that it is a movement more than just a feeling. It is a movement of the inner being, and we'll try to expand on that a little bit in what I'm showing you here. But that idea is so important, I believe, because when we consider the fact that you hear, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. What does that mean? I think sometimes the word love is overplayed. Don't get me wrong here. I think we think with it so many other things when we hear the word that maybe we miss the meaning. Compassion and love go hand in hand, and they are from the innermost parts of Jesus. That idea of translating a word from Greek into English is played out in my mind by a friend who works for Pioneer Bible Translators, and he worked in Africa for a long time. And I loved hearing him talk about how difficult it is to take the Greek into the language of those people he's working with in Africa. And it's the same thing that we face here in English, taking the Greek into full meaning, full expression, into an English language, when in fact there is no English word that really conveys the idea unless you start becoming descriptive, like being moved in the innermost being. And if you put that in the text here, it says, I have been stirred from the innermost being, we lose a lot. So anyway, the idea is Jesus has compassion. Compassion as expressed by the Strong's Concordance and by the Greek language to mean an innermost movement of feeling and emotion and love. Jesus loves me with compassion, empathy. He moves to the point where he had no choice. He had no choice but to face the cross. How does that make you feel? I hope your day can be improved as you think about a Jesus who has been stirred by you, and he loves you from the innermost being. God bless you.